Okay. I'm recording this because this is going to be my recorded live lesson, okay? But let me go ahead and get you started. If you will, shut your computers for a second. All of them, y'all know how I am about wanting my attention, right? All the way. Right. Thank you. All right. I told y'all that this quarter has more minor grades, correct? Not a gotcha moment. Today is your first minor grade. Today is your first 40% grade. Okay? It is in the bell ringer. I'll answer questions in a minute and throw it away in a minute. Okay? The bell ringer is a well-formed paragraph. Okay? Guys, I'm going to be friendly to you on the way that I grade it. Okay? We have been writing paragraphs. We haven't dived deep into them. Fair to say? Now we're going to start diving deep. Okay? Now, guys, let me just be up front with you. There's one way to completely, actually, there's two ways that you can completely fail this little assessment, so 40% grade. The first way, obvious, don't do it. All right? The second way is not to give me effort. I'm asking for a well-formed paragraph, so I'm asking you for 5 basics, correct? If you give me like one sentence, that's an example of not giving legit effort, right? We won't pass through that. As far as the structure of your paragraph, guys, I'm going to be very lenient in the way that I grade this, as long as there's effort. Makes sense? Main idea sentence, 3 supporting details, conclusion. Main idea sentence is basically going to answer the question of the prompt. 3 supporting details is going to support your answer. Conclusion sentence is going to tie pretty low on it and be done with it, right? Let me go over the question that I'm asking. That way, hopefully, that makes sense. I can't say it word for word, but basically, I give you an old saying. Has anyone in here ever heard the old saying, you reap what you sow? Gloria shook her head, yes. Anybody else ever heard you reap what you sow? You've heard it? Some of y'all that are familiar with it, can you tell me what it means? Gloria, go ahead. What does it mean? It's very similar.
It's taking like whatever you want. If you do something different, you might not get like they might not get back at you at that time. This will come back to you eventually. But not like them probably doing it to you. It's just something bad might happen.
Okay. I like that. I'm going to go a little bit different, but I like that. It's a good understanding of it. Okay?
What you put out, you get back.
What you put out, you get back. Very simple, like it. Very simple, like it. Both the term reap and sow are old farming words. Okay? Now, anybody in here doing farming? Anybody kind of grow a crop out with their parents? Okay? To sow means to plant. I'm not sure where the word sow comes from. Not really sure. I do know that it means to plant. Now, this saying is old. This was back during a time that many people farmed for a living, not just because they liked it or because they liked fresh vegetables, right? When they farmed for a living, the way that they made money was to sell the food. The way that they made sure that they had food on their family's plates, not only in the summertime, but also in December and January, was to farm, right? To sow means to plant. To reap means to gather the crops. After the plants grow, they produce fruit, they produce vegetables, and what you pick off of them is what you reap. Okay? So does it stand to reason that if a farmer worked hard, did the right things to grow his crops, didn't get lazy, didn't take shortcuts, didn't do wrong things, didn't do neglectful things? Is it easy to say that if he did all of the right things, that when it's time to reap, when it's time to gather his crops, that he should have a good crop? And if he has that good crop, that means that his family, I say his or her family eats and survives? Is it fair to also say that the adverse of that, if the farmer was not a good farmer, if he or she did not do what they were supposed to in planting, if they decided to take a week off instead of plant when they were supposed to, they decided not to use the right type of fertilizer or keep the weeds out or keep the animals out of their garden, is it fair to say that when it comes time to reap the benefits, their garden, their crop, that it probably wouldn't be as good? Can you apply that same type of lesson to your life today? Is it fair to say, here's in essence what I'm asking, is it fair to say that what you do on a daily basis, the actions that you do on a daily basis, will directly result in what you reap from it, whether that be consequences that are bad or rewards that are good? Is that safe to say? And to me, that's an easy answer. It is. But here's what you're basically writing about. Let me make sure we understand you're writing this out. Do you think your actions have consequences, good or bad? Again, to me, that's an easy answer, right? But by all means, if you want to be that rebel, that wild card that says no, they don't, I'm okay with that because you don't have to agree with me. You just have to support. Make sense? Now, I know we are going to lunch in about 10 minutes. In about 10 minutes or so. You definitely have this 10 minutes to work on it. And when we get back from lunch, I'll probably give you a few more minutes to finish it up. Again, I'm not a gotcha moment. Legitimately, this is a real deal 40% grade. Everybody understand? Shake your head if you're paying attention. I got your computers. Get started. Nice.